अब असलियत का सामना करो।
A man decides to take revenge on his wife for her infidelity. As soon as Maria wakes up in the morning, she finds that one of her hands is tightly bound with a strong chain, and on the other side, Mark's hand is also chained to it. Mark picks up a gun and shoots himself, committing suicide. Maria is in shock and doesn't understand why Mark did this. She tries to free herself from the chain and escape, but the chain is too strong. She even tries to break it by firing the gun, but there is only one bullet. A while later, there's a knock at the door, and it's none other than Maria's lover, Jack. The same person because of whom Maria had betrayed her husband, Mark. Now, both of them are trapped, implicated in Mark's murder. Not long after, Henry arrives, the man Maria had sent to jail 10 years ago for theft. Henry's only purpose in life is to seek revenge on Maria. As soon as Henry enters the house, he attacks Jack with a knife and kills him. Now, his next target is Maria. Will Maria be able to escape alive from here or not? To find out, let's move on to the detailed explanation of the movie. At the beginning of the film, Maria, the main character, is enjoying herself with her boyfriend Jack in a hotel room. Maria is a married woman, and by doing this, she is betraying her husband, even though he loves her deeply. As Jack is leaving, Maria tells him that after today, she will no longer meet him. This is their last meeting, meaning she is ending the affair, and from now on, she will only love her husband. The next morning, Maria gets ready and goes to her husband's office because they had planned to go out for dinner to celebrate their anniversary. On Mark's table, Maria sees Henry's file. 10 years ago, Henry broke into Maria's house with the intention to steal. During the incident, Henry saw Maria, and in a fight for her life, Maria stabbed him in the eye with a key, blinding him. Mark was the one who handled this case, and during that time, the two got married. After dinner, they decide to spend the night at the farmhouse. Maria is surprised to see the house so beautifully decorated, realizing that Mark still loves her so much. In one of the rooms, she sees pictures of all their romantic moments together. At that moment, Mark comes to her and tells her that he has always wanted to be a good husband, and from today, they will start anew. Both become very emotional and romantic. The next morning, we see Mark sitting on one side of the bed, with both their hands chained together. Maria, angry, asks what this is all about. Mark says that now it's time to face the truth, and after that, he shoots himself in the head. Maria is in shock, not understanding what has just happened. She immediately tries to free herself from the chain and escape. She even tries to use the same gun Mark shot himself with, but there's only one bullet. She drags Mark's body throughout the house, searching for something heavy to break the chain, but finds nothing. Maria finds her mobile phone inside a jug of water, which was clearly part of Mark's plan. She drags Mark's body outside, but everywhere she looks, there's only snow, and it's freezing cold. She drags the body to the car, but as soon as she tries to start it, a recording of Mark begins playing. He says, "I worked day and night for you and gave you all the comforts of life. And in return, what did you give me? Betrayal with my junior." Maria tries to start the car, but it doesn't start. Upon looking back, she realizes Mark had drained all the fuel from the car the previous night. She drags Mark's body back inside, where she sees Henry's picture, giving the impression that Henry is about to make an appearance in the film once again. At that moment, the doorbell rings, and Maria suspects that it's Henry. She quickly tries to double-lock the door, but then hears Jack's voice from outside. When she opens the door, Jack asks her why she called him there. Maria denies having done so, but it was actually Mark who had sent the message. Mark didn't just want to punish Maria for her betrayal, he also wanted to trap Jack. Maria immediately tells Jack to call the police, but he refuses, knowing that they would never be able to prove their innocence for the rest of their lives. As they are contemplating what to do with Mark's body, they spot a car approaching through the snow. Jack steps outside and closes the door behind him. A man gets out of the car and explains that he was called to the house for some plumbing work. Jack gives him some money, telling him that the problem has been fixed and he can leave now. Just then, another man steps out of the car and stabs Jack in the stomach, injuring him before entering the house. This tall man is none other than Henry, and the second man is his younger brother, James. Mark had arranged for Henry's release from prison so he could take revenge on Maria, and Henry was eager to settle the score for the eye he lost and the 10 years of his life spent in prison. Once inside, Henry starts searching the house for Maria. Meanwhile, Maria drags Mark's body to the storeroom and frees herself by cutting her hand with a metal tool. At the same time, the two brothers hear noises coming from the storeroom, where they discover Jack's body. They assume Maria has already escaped, but she is actually hiding under a table in the same room. The brothers return to the house and start searching for the diamond Mark had mentioned to them. They find a safe locker, and James remarks that it's highly secure and won't open without fingerprints or a password. To solve this, they plan to use Jack's body. Maria, in the meantime, finds gasoline in the storeroom and starts refilling the car's tank. However, Henry catches sight of the gasoline can near the car and realizes Maria is still around. He punctures all 4 tires with a knife, ensuring she can't escape in the car. Maria, noticing him, hides and runs back to the storeroom. Henry sees her running and follows her inside. Just before Henry reaches her, Maria sets off the car alarm using the keys. The loud sound diverts the brothers' attention, and they run toward the car to catch her. Taking advantage of the distraction, Maria rushes upstairs to a room. Henry, still searching for her, eventually finds the room where she is hiding. But before Henry can capture her, Maria attacks him and sprints toward the car. Before she can escape, Henry smashes the car window and drags her out. His brother tries to reason with him, saying, "Brother, we didn't come here to commit murder. We're only here to get the diamond from the locker and leave." But Henry, consumed by his thirst for revenge, is beyond reason. He knocks Maria unconscious as the situation spirals further out of control. In the next scene, when Maria regains consciousness, she finds herself chained up again while Henry is demanding the code to open the locker. Henry tries multiple passwords, but the locker doesn't open, which infuriates him. He grabs a knife and attempts to attack Maria. James desperately tries to stop him, and during the struggle, James finds a gun under the bed. He points the gun at Henry and orders him to back off. Now Henry is powerless since James has the weapon. Henry then uses Mark's other hand to open the locker, and this time it works. However, instead of diamonds, there's only a message inside that says, "The diamonds are close to the heart." They realize the diamonds must be inside the locket, the same one Mark gave to Maria as an anniversary gift. The two brothers try to open and even break the locket, but it's too strong. Frustrated, Henry again tries to kill Maria. This leads to a fight between the brothers, during which Henry pushes James. Tragically, James falls, and a hook mounted on the wall pierces his head, killing him instantly. Seeing his brother dead, Henry furiously shoots at Maria with the pistol, but there are no bullets left. In a fit of rage, he grabs and throws things around, trying to hurt Maria. In the meantime, Maria attacks him with a metal cutter, knocking him unconscious. She then chains Henry and attempts to escape. However, Henry regains consciousness and starts chasing her. Maria quickly tries to start the car and drive away. She also tries to run over Henry, but the car crashes into a house and overturns. Maria hastily gets out of the car, but Henry, dragging Mark's body, catches up to her and tries to kill her with a knife. During the struggle, the ice beneath them breaks and all three, Maria, Henry, and Mark's body, fall into the freezing water. Henry grabs Maria tightly, intending to drown her with him. But Maria, in a final act of survival, stabs Henry in his other eye, blinding him completely. He loses his grip, and Maria struggles to swim to the surface. However, as she tries to emerge, she finds herself trapped under the ice. Her breath shortens, and it seems like she's about to lose consciousness. The camera shows the frozen surface from above, and there's no sign of Maria. Suddenly, a knife pierces through the ice, and Maria breaks through, climbing out of the water. She survives, and with that, the story ends. If you enjoyed this explanation, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.